Midnight.
Hi, I'm Bucky.
And this is our seated movement practice. Today we're going to do everything in a chair, so grab yourself a chair, preferably one that is a hard chair, not like a squishy couch cushion, and also one that's not going to slide or move underneath you. So put it on carpet, put it on a yoga mat, just make sure it's sturdy underneath you so it doesn't get away from you. Take breaks when you need to, modify whenever you need to. We'll try and show you different options, but also listen to your bodies. Everybody is different and everybody moves differently. So just take care of yourself. As long as you're trying, you're working, figure out what works the best for you.
Always a good idea to keep some water handy, and most importantly, let's have fun.
Yeah, let's get moving.
Let's do it.
We're going to start by coming to the front of your chair. Make sure that you're grounded down and you sit up tall. Pull the belly button in towards the spine and lift up. Pull the shoulders back and reach the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. This is our nice posture we're going to try and keep throughout most of the class. From here, tuck your chin towards your chest and roll your head over to one side. It's rolling out the neck, lift the head in the back, don't crunch the spine, and over the other way. If there's ever a moment you need to take a little bit extra time in that section, you can pause, go to wherever you need it for your body. Once your chin comes back towards your chest, rotate the other direction. You reach, you feel a stretch down the side of your neck into the front of your neck. All the way around. It should feel good. Notice if you start to slump back in your posture, keep those shoulders pulled back. Head stacks back on top of the spine. Lift and lower the shoulders up and down. Lift, lower. So it really wants to pay attention to the lowering of the shoulders. We usually can lift our shoulders pretty well when we get anxious or nervous or stressed. Our shoulders come up to our ears. So focus on what it takes to pull the shoulders back down the spine. Make your neck as long as possible. You're like a turtle coming out of a turtle shell. Reach that neck long. 2 more. Last one. Hold the shoulders down. Rotate the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Shoulder roll. And just like we did with those neck rolls, get all of the kinks up. There's a little area you feel like, oh, I need to spend a little more time here, spend a little more time in that section, and roll it forward. And take a note of where your posture is. Did you start to slump down? Have you lost engagement in the belly button? It's normal, it happens. Re-engage, connect back to that intention, keeping the spine straight and the core strong. Rest your hands on top of your legs. Now we're gonna do cat-cow. Pull the belly in, release that nice straight spine, round the spine. We're not just hunching over. Imagine like someone has a string on your belly button and they're pulling it back behind. Feel your abs engage like you're doing a crunch. Even push your hands into your knees for extra core engagement. Then reach up through the heart, tilt the tailbone back, lift the heart towards the ceiling into your cow. And do that again. Pull back. You go to your range of motion and you try to move with your breath. Exhaling as you go into cat, rounding the spine, inhaling as you extend into cow. Exhale, round into cat, pull the belly in, push into the legs. Use that core. Inhale, lift up. Last time. Exhale, pull in, push into the legs. Inhale, lift up. Find a nice neutral spine again. Usually for most of us, that's gonna feel like we're arching because we're so used to sitting like this. So lift yourself up, pull those shoulders back. A nice way to tell too is if you let your arms just hang down. If your hands are in front of your hips, that means your shoulders are rolled forward. So pull those shoulder blades back. Your hands should be resting right beside your hip bones. Working into that upper body now. First, squeeze your shoulder blades together, squeeze and release. Super small, subtle movement. Imagine like you have a grape and you're squeezing it in between your shoulder blades. Make that crease down your spine as deep as possible. As you do this, Try not to let your ribs move. You need to, you can put your hands or your fingertips on your ribs. A lot of times we squeeze our back, then we let our ribs come out like this. We kind of do this funky chicken action. Squeeze shoulder blades, keeping your core knit in and ribs knit in. That way it's all in those big back muscles. All right, shake it out for a moment. Hitchhiker, bend the elbows, thumbs back position. Same exact thing, we're rotating the thumbs back, squeeze shoulder blades together, and release, let them come back forward. We're not pulling with our thumbs, so it's not the thumbs or the arms doing the work, it's still the lats, those big back muscles. Squeeze, push, and forward. Keep going. Going at your pace, breathing. You feel that heat starting to build, or maybe even starting to burn in between the shoulder blades. These are muscles that are hard to engage. They turn off, especially with all the sitting that we do, all the forward lean we do. So we just want to wake those guys back up again. Turn them on. We can help our posture, help us sit up straighter. Pulses to the back. Hold the thumbs, little pulses. Back, back, back. Moving from the back body. Arms are just along for the ride. Almost there. Last 4, 3, 2. Hold it. Extend the arms out. Serve them out to the side. Pull the elbows in and squeeze shoulder blades down the back. Extend out. Pull in. Extend. Pull in. As you pull the elbows in, imagine like your shoulder blade tips are pulling down into your back jean pockets. So you're not just squeezing your shoulder blades together, you're also pulling them down towards your tailbone. Keep breathing. Again, take a note where that posture is. Talking a lot about posture, just trying to break all of those bad habits that most all of us have when it comes to sitting down. Pulses. Elbows in, little pulse. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Squeeze shoulder blade tips down and together. 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, give it a little shake out, a little moment. It's surprising how little it looks like, but it makes a big difference. Getting into some rotator cuff muscles. Those are the small muscles that hold our arm into our shoulder joint, so very important. Goalpost position or cactus position. Rotate down and rotate up. I have some clients who did not grow up here in the States, and whenever I say goalpost, they don't understand. This is only an American football goalpost shape. Mm-hmm. So I've been trying to use cactus, although then I had a client point out that cactus would really be like this or something.
Although this would be American football, this would be everyone else's football, European.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, American football, other football.
Yeah.
As you do this, you keep the elbows up around shoulder height. Feel that rotation. You may have a shorter range of motion. I want you to go as far as you can, keeping your shoulders down, your neck long. Remember that turtle coming out of the turtle shell. Yeah. So if you feel like you're coming up here, then don't go up as high. Hold the arms in that American football goalpost and bring the elbows in and out. In and out. I'm feeling that heat build in the shoulders. I don't know about you. As you squeeze the elbows in, also think of squeezing your chest in. Imagine like there's a big ball right here in front of you. You're squeezing not just your elbows, but your whole entire inside of your arm in on that ball. Squeeze it in, then open it back up. That's gonna get more pec engagement, more chest engagement that way. Squeezing together, opening up. Yeah. Breathe. A few more here. Pulse it in. Shake out when you need to. Take those breaks again when you need to. They're always there for you. No shame in shaking out. Pulse it in. Pulse. Squeeze. 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 Press. Almost there. Last 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax it all the way down. Yeah.
That's good.
Nice work. Take one arm, pull it out to the side, and let your head tilt the opposite direction. Just stretching out that neck, just in case we started to build tension into those upper traps, the top of the shoulder. Rotate that chin down and up. Bring the head up. Take that same arm, cross it over the body. Grab onto the forearm or grab above the elbow and gently pull that arm over across the midline. Then pull the shoulder blade down. We don't want to have that shoulder come up here. Make sure the elbow stays down, neck stays long. You can hopefully feel a stretch over the outside of that shoulder cap. Release, other way. Extend the other arm out. Tilt the head, but nice stretch into the neck. This is also such a good stretch to do. If you do have to sit at a computer or drive for a long time, just give those muscles a little extra stretch out. That side bend motion. I'm gonna take the arm, cross it over the body, grab above or below the elbow, gently pull across, pull the shoulder blade down. And last stretch, interlace the fingers together, press the insides of your hands, your palms away from you, round the spine like we did in that cat stretch. Try and open up the gap in between your shoulder blades. And if you want, you can give yourself a gentle sway side to side, just stretching out those back muscles, but again, not slumping into it, using our core to crunch into this position. Stack the spine back upright. Pull the shoulders back again, and moving down to the legs.
All right, going to the legs and also into our core. We're going to be lifting one leg, alternating legs up in the air, starting with your right leg. Go ahead and lift, pulling in your core, raising that leg up to the air, lowering it down. Other leg, lifting up, pulling in your core, lowering it down. You're activating your hip flexors, but also hopefully we can engage that core, pulling in that belly button, really getting into your core as well. Keeping that posture high. You can stabilize yourself by grabbing the edges of your chair, or if you like a little bit of stability challenge, go ahead and cross your arms, stack your hands on top of each other, and lifting. This also works your back muscles as you're trying to sit tall as your leg is coming up. We're trying not to round forward. High posture, working those back muscles. Good. 3, 2, 1. Going back to the right leg, we're going to pulse it up and pulse. Good. Exhaling on the pulse. Pulling in your abs a little bit more for 4, 3, 2, and switch legs and up and pulse and go. Exhaling on the pulse, lifting your posture up a little bit higher, keeping your abs pulled in. Doing good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and shake up those legs a little bit. Good. We're gonna go to leg extensions. Let's go ahead and lift up one leg and extend it out. Good. We're going to repeat that motion. Bend and extend. Challenge, keep your posture up tall. Using your sternum, lifting up to the ceiling.
Now your extension may not be this big. Maybe you can't keep the foot lifted, so you just do a little step out and step in. Totally fine. Again, go wherever your body needs to. Just want to try and feel the muscle here on top of the thigh. Squeezing and engaging.
And 5. And down, other leg, lifting up and extend. Working those quads. Five, and 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower and press. Good. Going into glutes.
Different options here. Bucky's gonna stay upright. I'm gonna lean myself back. Now, I'm leaning back in my chair, but I'm not slouching down in my chair. So I keep that nice posture, straight spine, then hinge myself back, grab onto the front edge of the chair, and rest my shoulder blade tips onto the chair. There should be a gap here. If you feel your body filling that gap, then just go to the upright position. You want that nice straight spine. Ground your feet down into the floor, and we're both gonna start by just squeezing our glutes and releasing. Squeeze glutes and release. I'm also trying to push my heels down into the floor. So I'm activating my lower legs by pressing the heels down into the ground. Now, if you want a little extra spice to this, put your hands, ground them down to the front edge of your chair, and see if you can lift up and lower down. Be careful and go slow, because we don't want to tilt ourselves back. If you feel yourself tilting back, don't worry about lifting the hips. Squeeze the glutes, really think of pushing your feet down into the ground, and that's what lifts the hips. It's not me pushing backwards, it's me lifting up. The energy wants to go up towards the ceiling, the effort presses up, not back. Squeeze, go as slow as you need to, squeeze those glutes. It could be a little tiny hover off of the chair too. It could be maybe your glutes don't even get all the way off. As long as you feel those cheeks squeezing, you're doing what you need to do. Squeeze. Press, yeah. And waking up the back side of our body. Our back body gets a little tired, just doesn't engage. It turns off when we sit down. So we're just waking up those muscles again. Pulses, little pulse. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Can you squeeze a little harder? 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it all the way down. Nice work. If you're leaned back, carefully bring yourself back upright. Sit up tall. Draw that belly button in towards the spine. Hands go on top of your shoulders, rotating, getting into a little bit of core. Rotate, look over your shoulder. Now, do a little check-in. Did your hips or your knees shift? If they did, put your hips and your knees back where they were and just rotate as far as you can, not moving your hips or knees. Inhale, come back center. Exhale, twist. If this arm position isn't good for you, you can also go to a cross arm position. You can also go with your hands down. Cross or twist. Come center. One more single, and we'll start to pulse. Look over one way. Hold. And do little pulses. Look a little bit deeper. Twist a little deeper. A little deeper. These are teeny tiny, again, subtle movements, but you should feel those obliques, side of your abs, really tightening to twist you a little bit more. Come center, twist other way. Add those pulses. And don't let the hips shift. You're not actually necessarily worried about twisting the movement, the range of motion. You're focused more on how deeply you can squeeze into your abs. Come back center, twist over pulse. 8, 7, 3, 2, 1. Center, inhale, lengthen up, and pulse. 8, 7, 3, 2, 1. Come up center, pulse over 4, 4, 3, 2. Center, hold, pulse over 4, 4, 3, 2. Center, pulse over 2. Up and up and up and last time singles. Twist, twist, twist. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, nice job, and relax. Good. Ooh. Sitting up as tall as you can again. I'm gonna do one last little spicy section, and then we'll be done for the day. Sitting up tall, hands go to your side. grab onto your chair if you need it. Going into that extension again. So sneak your foot out a little bit longer. Yeah, it doesn't have to go all the way straight. Just sneak it out a little bit further. Then from here, try lifting it up and down. This feels like too much for you, go back to that bent knee position. Otherwise, you have that leg extended out. Doing a little tap on the floor, then lifting back up again. So working into the abs, working the posture, everything, all the muscles working together here. Hold it up at the top, hold. You lift up 1 inch higher. Release it down, yeah. Extend the other leg out. Draw that belly in, sit up tall, pull the shoulder blades back, lift and lower. If you want that extra spice, you can go to genie arms, and cross over your chest, hands behind the head, or you can lift it ears by the bicep, or biceps by the ears. Make sure you keep those shoulders down. You're working all the muscles in our body to stabilize, to balance, to work. Hold the leg up. Lift it 1 inch higher. And release it all the way down. Nice work. Ooh, we're gonna do a little stretch out now. Stretch out those legs, and we'll end with a little breath work. Crossing over, go to your figure 4. If you can't get your foot all the way over here, you can also do this by either standing upright, grabbing onto the chair and crossing it over and staying it down. Or you can try just crossing your ankles over and folding it over. Yeah, kind of find whatever works for you. Otherwise, take that foot, cross it over the opposite knee, flex this foot, hinge yourself over. I find having my foot further away gives me more balance. The closer my heel is in towards my glute, I feel like I'm gonna fall forward. So you have to find that sweet spot that works for you. It may be enough that you're just pushing this knee down and away from you. That I can feel into my hip. If I hinge over more, I can feel a little deeper.
You could even just work on sitting up straight. Just work on sitting up straight and you probably feel a stretch like I do.
Come all the way up. Take that foot, bring it out to the side. Hand goes down onto the top of the thigh, arm reaches up and stretch over. Big lateral side bend. So I'm bracing my body with my arm here. Yeah, on top of that leg. You can try and reach the bicep by the ear. Energy through the fingertips. Spiral the heart up towards the ceiling. Side bend. That spinal mobility. Come all the way up. Legs come together. Switch it over to the other side. Crossing over into that figure 4.
This side hurts.
Bucky's buns are sore today.
Did legs a couple days ago and mighty sore. So this is good for me.
Hinge yourself over. Maybe you just push the knee down. Maybe you hinge over. Maybe you just try to sit upright. Just breathe through it wherever you are.
What really helps with stretching and make it last is just work on breathing in through your belly, not your chest. Your body responds a lot better to stretching.
All the way up, take that foot, take it out to the side. Forearm goes down on the thigh, arm reaches up, reach up and over, big lateral side bend.
Okay.
Twist, spiral the heart up towards the ceiling. Draw the belly button in. Just feel like a nice stretch to the side of the body. Keep this hip down as well. Don't let that butt cheek come off of the chair. Up, yeah. Bring your legs all the way in. Let's do a few more cat-cows, rolling into a circle this time. So start with your cat-cows again. Round the spine, lengthen the spine. Pull the belly in, crunch the abs. We can let gravity do this motion. If I don't use my abs, gravity just takes me here. But what's the point of that? We do that all the time anyway. So I want to use these abs to get me in that same position. So I crunch my abs in. And get that same position. It's a subtle difference. A lot of times people can't feel it right away. Once you get more connected with your body, you'll be able to tell those little differences and you'll be able to tell your muscles what muscles to engage and how. But just have patience. It takes time. Days are different too. Some days are better than others for me and for everyone. So do your best to listen to your body. Take this around in a circle, round the spine back, then take it over to the side, up to the front, and around. Hopefully there's a little bit of feeling good too. This ooey gooey spiraling of the spine. Spine gets really stiff, so it's nice to get this 360 movement in. Circle other direction. Give yourself a little moment of gratitude for showing up here today, working out, moving bodies, moving spirits. All right, come back center. I'm gonna end with just a postural seated position today. Draw that belly in, come to the edge of your chair again. Roll the shoulders up to the ears, then back and down. Make sure those hands are by your sides of your hips, not in front of your hips if you can. Pull the belly in, lift up through the heart. Deep inhale, exhale. Another deep inhale, filling up the belly. Exhale. 2 more like that. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Go back to your normal breath. Reach the arms up overhead if you can. If not, just keep the arms down by your side. Feel the length in the crown of your head reaching up towards the ceiling. Squeeze your glutes. Hold. Last 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Yeah. Nice work.
Yeah.
Nice work, everyone. Thanks for joining us for this seated movement practice. We hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to check out our YouTube channel for other videos. Also, if you want to be a part of the Move with Midnight members, you can check out our Patreon page. We'll have a link to all of our social media and different ways you can connect to us in this video. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Thanks for showing up, guys.
Yeah.
Stay healthy.